Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We are here at the Criminal Villains and we are here for part two. If you guys missed it, it was a whole showdown the other day. I do have Tamala here. How you doing, Tamala?
Hey everybody, hey Chad.
Hey, chat. I just want to say thank you, Tamala, for joining me. I really appreciate this because yesterday you talked about it. You really gave a lot of good pointers. We had Trina here and we had other people that came up here, but they didn't get a chance to talk. So feel free to hit that link. We want you to come up here and speak about this. Just to give a, you said what? Hello?
I guess Gigi, that's not me.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is. Um, Tamala, can you run down what happened to Tyrone for those that are coming in that may not know or need a refresher? Can you tell us what happened?
Yes, Gigi. Tyrone went on a Christmas vacation with his girlfriend. She came back, and end up under the Archer Bridge in Gainesville, Georgia. And he wasn't. He was, left this earth. Yes.
Yeah. So they went on a Christmas trip because he likes doing nice, sweet things for Lulu. Lulu is his girlfriend. Lulu told us that they were planning to get married like 3 months after his death. So she was looking forward to that, and she always wanted to be a mom. And they went on a camping trip the next day after they had a big old argument. And it seemed like it's always an argument. Like every time these couples get into an argument, somebody gonna die. Just like Ashley and that man Joe, they said they got into a big argument and then somebody died. Just like this. He got a big argument with Lulu and he ended up passing away. So they had Lulu said that they was arguing in the car and he jumped off the car because he did not want to be around her anymore because the argument was just so bad. And when he jumped out, she kept driving and she saw him in a rear view, but she ain't think much about it. And she went to the gas station waiting on him to come back. And he never came back because he was, you know, out for the count. He was unconscious. And cars was, stopping and trying to see if he had any life in him. Then the ambulance came and that's when she came and she said she was surprised because she thought that he was going to come and meet her. So a lot of conspiracy went on, was like, did he really jump out the car? Lulu said he's been jumping out the car. He's always jumped out the car. And then people are saying, well, no, they believe that she did something to him. And there's been a lot of conspiracies around it. And we are still here trying to figure out what exactly happened. And the person that knows what happened, I guess, never going to say what happened. So this is what we're here for. Recently, his father spoke out and he crashed out. We've never seen Tyrone father like that. And Polo responded. Polo was not going to allow Tyrone father to disrespect him. Now you may say, well, damn, what happened? What I know was Tyrone father asked Polo to help him, right? He was like, I really want you to help me try to get justice for my son. And Polo was doing a lot of work. I mean, he was traveling different places. He was going to courts. He was on internet every single day. He built a community that tried to get justice for Tyrone, and he started to dig. And I guess when he was digging, he got too close to certain individuals they didn't want him to touch. And that's when things start to fall apart. And, everything just unraveled. Did I get that right, Tamala?
Yes, you did, Gigi.
Uh huh. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, feel free to hit that link. Going back to what we were talking about yesterday, what else did you want to add?
I just, like I said yesterday, Gigi, and I was talking to Miss Trina. I went back over to some of the other videos, and and the red car was mentioned. It was mentioned. as long as, and as well as some other things. And it also was mentioned that they were using, Polo said that he got information from somebody that was close to them, that they said that they were using him and talking about him, laughing about him. So that did occur. All that did occur. And like I said yesterday, and I'll say it again today, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. It's like when you uh push the on the gas to really get to the bottom of what's going on with Tyrone, that's when they flip something else, switch up on something else. And it's just really crazy because this young man do deserve answers. He do, his kids deserve answers. They deserve to have a true investigation. But how is anybody going to have a real investigation or investigate anything if the family keeps going at Polo, or if the advocate keeps going at Polo? It doesn't make any sense. It don't make no sense. And then for the daddy to come out with all kinds of threats and different things like that, and saying different people, including the mama and everything, that's all disrespectful. All of it is disrespectful. See, they say the bloggers, everybody is disrespectful for bringing up their past, but they're disrespectful because the law will bring up your past, regardless of how many 40, 50 years you've been out of trouble. They're going to still bring it up because guess what? You're innocent until proven guilty. Everybody is a suspect until proven innocent. So at the end of the day, nobody should get mad about anything because as long as somebody getting to the truth of the matter, then that's all that matters. Getting to the truth. And sometimes, in order to get to the truth, you got to step on somebody's toes. And that's all Polo was doing, is getting to the truth. He asked Polo to help him with something, and Polo helped him with something. And then you come back and you want to say, yeah, I was using your dumb tail and all that, and I'm the one you got likes. Well, if you the reason why he got likes, then why y'all ain't got them likes no more? Why y'all financial situation is changing with the people? If that was the case, because I see Polo still going up. So at the end of the day, it's just a whole bunch of blah, 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 but ain't nobody really getting to nothing. It's just like it's a battle instead of thinking about Dro and Tyrone Davis Jr., the one, there they go. It's a battle between the two. It's a battle between the two. And it doesn't make sense because one man irritates y'all so much. No, to me, the real irritation is because he stepped on toes and said, hey, y'all frauding these people of their money. Y'all said y'all got a PI. Y'all said y'all got this. Well, I'm gonna say this because I had to ask an attorney about this today. He said a PI can come out and talk. They don't have to be in the background. They can come out and talk. They can stand on business about a situation. So at the end of the day, I just, once again, I say, if you want the truth, you got to come with the truth because don't nobody want to listen to lies. And if he want to be mad at anybody, he got to be mad at his sister first and foremost, because she the one came out instead of saying, okay, yeah, we went to the pizza place, we went to the house, you went here and there. No, you should have said it was third party. Hey, I heard this from my brother. I heard this from Marshala, Charlotte, whatever her name is. I heard this from Natalie. I heard this, not like you been there, like you was standing on business. You came and told a lot of things, but you never cleared it up. Just like the situation with CC, just like the situation with a few other people. You never clear that up. And see, that's the thing. Accountability is everything.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, I came across this video. Okay. Morris, are you there? Morrison, am I saying your name right? Tamala, how do I pronounce the name? Tamala, do you see?
Yes,
Okay,
Gigi, it's
nobody can hear me.
Morrison. You saying it right.
Morrison, are
I
you
don't,
there?
we got to put it down. Morrison, can you hear us?
I guess not.
No.
Mm, all right. All right. Well, feel free to hit us up in here. Let's see what you guys got to say. All right. So I came across this video and I want you guys to watch it as well. And I want to see what she's talking about. She's talking about, let me just put it up here. Um, if you can read some of the chat while I put this up here to Mala, that'd be
No,
great.
yeah. Yes. Wait a minute. How she spell out? Lashandra.
Okay.
Sorry if I'm
Okay, Tamala, I got
butcher
you.
your name.
I'm going to interrupt you. Okay, so here it is. This
Okay,
is
go ahead.
Hearts. Justice for Drown! Yo, we gotta go paint the wall.
now who are these people? I ain't never seen this before.
I don't know, Gigi.
Thank you
That's
so
somebody
much.
on the Davis family.
Truth, thank you. I'm gonna follow you after this live, okay? But thank you so much. If you need to know anything, call us. We'll tell. A lifetime mystery, puzzle, whether it was an accident, then you say he stumbled out the car, then you say he jumped out of the car, you was going 25 miles, then you say he tripped on the feet as he was getting out. Accidents happen, but quit lying, Lulu. Tell us what happened to my nephew.
I'm your date. I can sit next to you. Yes, you can sit next Please. To me. Yes. Okay. I'm on a date, y'all. I'm kind of nervous. 911 police and fire. What is your emergency?
Hold on. Is that Lulu?
Yeah, it's supposed to be her, I guess.
Is that AI or is that really Lulu?
That's AI to me, Gigi. I don't know where they get.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Please send someone.
To be transparent to the people who support me because a lot of y'all asking what's going on. So I'm just going to tell y'all what happened. For the last couple of months since I've been releasing documentation to the public regarding Tyrone Davis, I have been receiving a lot of backlash, especially when I released the Gil Chris on body worn camera footage and they heard something about, Lulu speaking to Tyrone cousin prior to him being found under the bridge. Despite receiving a lot of backlash asking why I put that out,
Okay, so what's she talking about? Who was
What do you
Lulu
mean?
talking to? What cousin was she talking to?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what cousin she was talking to because I never heard that she was talking to no cousin. I only heard that uh she was talking to Jason and what's your name? But oh yes, they did. They did say she was talking to Tasha's son.
Tasha's son.
Yeah, because they said she called Tasha's son or something like that. She was supposed to get called Tasha's son, and that's how he ended up at the hospital. And that's how they were supposed to have been pulling the wallet. He was supposed to be pulling the
So
wallet out of.
Lulu and Tasha's son have a relationship?
I don't know, Gigi. I don't know. That's what Polos was asking. How did Tasha's son get up there and who all that? So then that's when everything started spiraling out of control.
Ooh. Oh wow. Uh. So she didn't think to call anybody else. So the first person she called after the accident was
Somebody in the blue ski said it was Tasha's son Art. Is that the
okay,
one they
but
call Alex or whatever?
when did she call Tasha's son? Was this before or after the
I
accident?
guess she was when they was at the hospital.
But okay, so she didn't call him before or like around the argument?
Gigi, all I know is she called
Okay.
he was
If
at the
you guys
hospital.
know, please hit this link up and tell us if you guys can tell us the timeline so we can figure this
Because
out.
that's the guy that Jason didn't want to say that was at the hospital. Okay?
continue to talk about the case. Then I end up posting the autopsy report, speaking on it. Multiple people spoke on it before. So last week, May 6th to be exact, I posted this video right here. And in that video, I explained to the people why I didn't receive my 4-hour interview regarding Lulu. In that video, I stated the reason why GPD was holding my request. Now, according to GPD, they told me that somebody made a complaint about me pushing out public record requests to the internet in a malicious way. And they also stated that I was receiving my public records before they was getting theirs. In that same video, you would hear me speak on how GPD told me it was okay for me to release the accident photo of.
All right, so this sounds like this is about her.
Creators on YouTube was receiving documentation before the family.
All right, so this is Nat. It says, so that you are aware, I am the person who required with GPD about how evidence and information was being released to content creators prior to the family. We put our request in very early during the investigation and have been received. So why didn't Nat just say, hey, take that shit down? What is all this? However, I have been attempting to protect my family for information. So it looked like Nat said it or tried to get her stuff taken down. But why Nat can just come out and just say, hey, I understand you're trying to get justice, but take it down. We really appreciate if you take that stuff.
Until we report it. That's what I said. It was.
Yeah, why she gotta be like that though? And then
right.
trying to do all this chat GPT kind of girl. If you don't
Right.
just talk real with it.
And that's why I said it's a lot of things that just wasn't adding up. And it was just like, it was so, it's just, all I can say, Gigi, if they want answers to what's going on with him, because everybody pretty much left this case alone. And that's why they keep on, with the Polo and stirring it back up, because ain't nobody bringing attention to this case.
But
anymore.
why do they? Okay, it's like they're controlling about the information they release first. Well, hurry up and tell your family as soon as you got it. Just tell them. What's the hold up? It's like, I guess they want to have a Sunday meeting at a certain time. I don't know, child.
Just like Harlem made 123 said. He said, "Oh please, they all down. If you ask me," he said they hiding stuff. He or she said they hiding stuff. Okay, and that's how I feel too, Harlem made. I feel the same way, because something ain't right, because you will want somebody to stand 10 toes for you and go hard. You asked this man and he tried to go hard for you. And then now you come out months and months later and say all this other stuff that you were saying.
All right, so what Natasha talking about? It says, I wasn't talking about you, the ones that lied saying, I saw a video. Did I say she saw a video? You exposed the truth. I said the detectives, I don't know who she talking about.
And she probably don't know who she talking about. She the one was doing all the screaming. The father should have been the one kept talking and handling the conversation. Then maybe somebody would have.
Mm-hmm.
Family. All I'm doing is posting public records. Then she also stated that I copied her public records. How did I copy your public records when I was being requested documents from GPD way before you even became their advocate? So therefore, she already had insides with me, because I never had no conversation with this lady. But as soon as you respond to something that they do or have a reaction to it, the first thing people say is, oh, you attacking the Davis family. Stop saying people attacking that family. You cannot find nothing that I have ever said bad about that family. All I did was fight for justice for Tyrone Davis, because that's what the family came out here asking the public to do. Because if y'all feel like y'all ain't want certain things out to social media, y'all could have handled this case behind the scene. Y'all could have got a PI the first day that y'all felt like Lulu was lying. You could have got a PI right then and there. Y'all could have been fighting for justice privately. Y'all steady trying to drag content creators down But instead of appreciating content creators, the content creators who have shined light on the story from the beginning, y'all rather tear us down and call us clout chasers. There's a lot of people who is still pushing for justice for Tyrone. And these same people that supporting me, I want to be transparent with them. They want to follow the story. The things that I know, I want to share with them. I wanted to let the people know that the Davis family is not tripping. The Davis family is not going crazy. This man was murdered. Here's the proof right here. But it's the issue and nothing but the truth. Reveal it though. This video right here is not to be negative. This video right here is not to drag the Davis family. And I understand that sometimes when you grieving, it make your judgment cloudy. One thing about my reputation, nobody is not for to slander my channel name. Nobody not for to ruin my reputation. Look at all the positive feedback that I got. I'm going to still fight for Tyrone Davis Jr. That's my mission. That's my purpose. I no longer want to be attached to low vibrational energy. I don't want to be involved in the negativity. I don't care what they say after this. I don't owe them nothing, just like they don't owe me nothing. At the end of the day, his mother is still grieving. Despite her behavior and her actions, she's still a grieving mother, just as well as the Davis family is still grieving. So hopefully...
All right, well, I don't want to play all the girls' video.
Okay, caller May 123 said this is Lulu's third accident.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Holly May, why don't you punch at StreamYard and come up here and tell us what you know concerning the third accident?
Yeah.
Is it involving the other guy that she used to go with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I don't know what it's gonna be. What's the next move gonna be? I did look at Facebook. I looked at Polo and I looked at Tyrone. It don't look like they're talking about Tyrone anymore. So I guess it was just a hiccup. I don't know if we will ever hear any more updates about Tyrone. I'm just coming up here to give you guys any current updates so far. It was just a big crash out with Tyrone and Polo, but that was 2 days ago.
Your damn husband was in.
And now everything looked like it's simmered down. Like they yell and then it's just dust.
People really
Honey, why don't you come on up then and talk with us? Because you said she injured the other guy too. Can you come up and tell us what's going on?
trying to be sitting
Shed
here going
some light for us.
and I came on this bitch to address it because I was sick and tired of them not saying that and letting y'all just felt like we just like, oh, they ain't gonna say nothing. Oh yeah, then this bitch walking through the choir talking about, oh, I'm a dimp, so I know about a dip. My name ain't international, nothing.
GG,
We gonna get
GG.
Yes.
I think you're gonna have to strike whole lot again.
No,
A whole lot of toppers in there.
And this one right here, he gonna live through all us. He ain't gonna never be left out in the road like y'all.
So what I can do, I can look at the topic. I mean the comments. It says, "Damn, he looks just like his dad for real. He really misses his son and had his business to stand on, handle what he's okay." So some people are agreeing with Tyrone. It says Tyrone Sr. is grieving, and though that he's probably knows who unalive his son is painful. The woman that's set up. So, everybody still think that, of course, that she set him up. Let's listen to see what Royal D got to
most of
say.
these people, I'm gonna be honest with you, most of these are not people. Most of these are not real people. Most of these are from fake page, because I had somebody that strike my page and said my husband wasn't on there, and it came to, and the name was under Karen Smith. Said my husband wasn't on no ground and wasn't no picture of no dope. Okay, so some of them are using,
Mm-hmm.
yes, because that's what came to me.
Jail, my son was on the road. My son called me. I came to your house, changed the locks.
All right, I want to see what Royal D has to say, her commentary on it. Give me a second.
Oh, yes, honey, I totally agree with you there.
Made that 911.
Woman make us.
Yes, we can say things that we don't mean, because sometimes we can't get angry. Sometimes people can't bring us out of our character. but it's always a limitation to what you do and what you say. Some people just have no self-control. Some people now, right here in this world today, is still living from 1980s and the 1990s with their same behavior. They have not changed. And they think like they lived in the 80s and the 90s, that they can live that shit now. No, because you got bigger and badder people out here to take you off your motherfucking feet. Okay? This is not the 80s. This is not the 90s. Okay? We got these young motherfucking boys out here that would take you down. Some of these young girls.
Them YN.
Back in the 80s and the 90s.
They sure will.
I'm just being honest. That shit don't make no sense. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
No. And I'm just being honest. Shit. God damn. Yes, it's starting to be too much. Yes. This is crazy. Sometimes something about this family just don't add up. Ooh, child, tell me about it. It's like they're putting up a front, but there is something shady that's
in the mix. Yes.
I don't know.
What you gotta say? Talk about it. What you gotta say?
I keep saying that. I keep saying it. I keep getting the vibe that they're not really wanting to get to the real truth. I think they really want the money. Because I keep going back to what Tyrone said. Big Tyrone said, I don't want no problems. I don't want nothing. I ain't trying to cause no problem. All I want is what's mine. But what can you get after your son is no longer here? So what did you want? What was his? What did you want? What did he have that somebody else had that you wanted back? I keep asking myself that. That's a question that I wouldn't even want to ask. You know what I'm saying? If I'm missing a family member. So Royal D is telling the truth. It's so messy. And then he doing all this threatening and all this other stuff on national television, and saying all this stuff about this man, not knowing that's considered as a cyberbullying somebody, if somebody really want to run it in. Come on now, he don't know how many charges he can get out of just what he doing. That's why I say it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Y'all make the case about Polo. Y'all didn't make the case about nothing else. You sent Polo to Gainesville when Renee. He didn't know nothing about Renee going down there. You wanted him to strike Renee. And all he did was video. He didn't even comment back to her or anything. So that's why I say it's some messy stuff, man. It's some messy stuff. And somebody, whoever said that to Roy D was reading, they feeling the same way I'm feeling. It's something that they don't want out there. Okay? Because I thought didn't nobody know about Gainesville, because the way Tasha came out and said Tyrone knew nothing about Gainesville. You left my nephew where he don't know nobody, So I'm like, he don't know nothing about Gainesville. But come to find out, the daddy goes to Gainesville. Then her son goes to Gainesville. Jason goes to Gainesville. Baby, something ain't hitting right. I'm just being honest. Something ain't hitting right.
Ooh, y'all hear that?
It ain't.
Okay.
It ain't. Something ain't hitting right.
All right.
She just told the truth. She put the icing on the cake.
What you got to say about this? And then we want to talk to Miss Gray.
Hi, ladies. How y'all doing?
Good. Hey, Miss Gray.
It's been a long time, beautiful lady.
Yeah, but good to hear your
ma'am.
voice.
How you been?
I got justice for my brother, and this shit right here, it's a whole lot. I got justice for my brother, but I pray and hope Tyrone get justice. But it's been a whole lot.
I'm glad you got justice, ma'am. I'm glad you stand on business and got justice.
Yeah, I don't got time for play. But at the same time, it's his play. That's why I had to fall back. GG and Tamala, you, Sean B and West, and your boy. But still, let me tell you what you mean. You right. You feel me? Yeah, you was right. the red car starter, the foreign people, the couple, and then like Polo said, if Lulu go to jail, she ain't going alone. Let's not leave those conclusions out.
And I believe that. I believe that.
I mean,
And I said that because
I listen to you. I listen to y'all
Mhm.
days in, days out. But at the same time, it makes sense being from the streets.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Polo's from the streets. We from the streets, and the streets talk.
Oh yes.
But at the same time, it makes clear sense to me. So it's just like, okay, I got justice for mine, but you gotta be on it. And then, hey, if you gotta tell, I'll be a rat. Now, call me what call me. I'm a senior citizen, so call me a rat as well.
Right. But this is
I'm
what I
telling.
would, Miss Gray, this is what I was
Girl, you can call
saying.
me Ronnie. Ronnie, true Ronnie,
Okay, Miss
Ronnie.
Ron, Miss Ronnie Nika, this is what I was telling GD. You know, when he came out, he said, I don't
I
want no
know.
problem.
I
I don't
heard
want,
you.
and then he kept saying, all I want is what's
What's
mine. What is
mine?
yours? Your son is not here.
Exactly. I got that part. I got it. Like, ain't none yours.
Right,
What the fuck? Your son is gone.
right,
And you got access to your son. His body is about to be handed over to y'all. So what are you talking about?
right.
So what's in his possession is no longer yours. Instead of him saying it, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt as a grieving father. Wrong choice of words, but nah, he meant what you said, player.
Absolutely.
He meant what you said. But you still ain't get a motherfucking thing. Nobody ain't get nothing. At the same time, even the mama, I just feel like her taking sides with Lulu. It was just not right. How can you shut it off without a clear? Nothing matches up. 1 + 1 ain't equal fucking 2. It's equaling -10.
And that's why I feel like it's bigger than Lulu.
It
Hmm.
is. It is. It sure
Yeah.
is. It
Yeah,
really
and
is.
cause like last night I was on y'all live and I just happened to wake up out of my sleep and then y'all was on live and then the lady Miss Tina, I think her name Tina. I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, here we go again. Girl, it just took me back. I'm like, this
Okay.
is it's crazy, but it's crazy because like it ain't about $1, and if it is, make it so.
Okay, great. Hold on. So the one, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How you doing, Gigi?
Good. You have the floor. Speak to me.
How you doing, Tamala?
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
I'm all right. Um,
Yes, ma'am.
First off, I want to say that man showed his cards when he said what he said about Polo. First off,
Absolutely.
because if somebody went out their way to look out for you, man, that's a big move. That is a
Yes, it is.
big move. And for you to say that on camera, on live, what you think about us? What you think about us? How you used us to give y'all money and stuff like that, even though y'all didn't need it, as you said. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I didn't give thousands of dollars, but come on, people really care. And y'all messing around, and this boy lost his life. Y'all already knew all of the stuff, but y'all had people on the edge looking for more, looking for more. Then when people got to the point of finding out more, y'all stopped stuff. It wasn't only Lucy. It wasn't only her. It's a bunch of y'all. Y'all know, and I heard the video. I mean, the voice recording. Well, the phone call with the cousin saying that Dro call. He was trying to get people up out of there because to get him out of there because Lulu is driving now. She like, this my car. You know what happens when she drives the car? Like the dude Willie, he done flew, he got ejected from the damn car.
Mm.
Like, come on. And your own father didn't answer, but you on live talking about I want what's mine and I want my son. Like, come on, man. That shit fucked me up. Excuse my French. Excuse my French. I'm passionate. I'm very passionate. But as I've been listening to this from day one with you, Gigi, I've listened to Polo. I ain't said nothing. I'm sure you know exactly who I am. because I'm on Facebook. I was sending you little stuff. I wasn't really going in deep. I wasn't
I
really
remember
doing
your
that.
voice. I remember your voice though.
I was never doing that. This is like my probably second time calling. But I've been seeing a lot. And that messed me up for y'all to say, oh, I use you punk ass nigga and all of this
Oh
shit.
my
Like, that's
God.
nasty.
Okay,
Excuse my French. I'm sorry,
okay.
Gigi. But that was his words, and that was terrible for him to say that. And that boy didn't have to
Absolutely.
do none of that.
Absolutely.
He didn't have to do it, but it's deeper than what everybody is thinking, and that's why nobody's saying nothing. That's why they sending people like a dog in a circle chasing his tail.
Yeah.
The mother, she got put in a hard place. Everybody could hold a mother or whatever, but that's her kid. She had him.
Absolutely.
Yes. We could say all of these things about that lady, but we still don't know how she really freaking feel.
Absolutely. And my
As a
thing is,
mother,
yes.
me,
Yes.
my son is 32 years old. I would never, and I can't even imagine. I can't even put myself in that situation because I don't know what I would do. Everybody could say
Absolutely.
what they would do here, there, their opinion. Yes, yes, yes. Until you're in that.
But one thing I can stand on for her and say, she ain't said nothing negative. She just
Nope.
hold her peace.
Yes, she did.
Hold her peace and let God fight her battles. Miss Rena, you know, every morning I see all her little motivation and posts, but
Right.
she just holds her peace,
Yeah.
and everybody else is just,
Everybody is
that's
speaking.
right. Everybody else is in that side is edit,
Mm-hmm.
edit, edit. And then just like yesterday, somebody they made the lady T said, "Oh, they don't have to tell the family about the PI, but the PI
Right.
is not a secret." Because I talked to a lawyer friend, and he said the PI can come out here and say things.
Mm-hmm.
He can notify the people, to let them know, hey, I am working with the family. Blah, blah. No, that's not happening because there's no PI. They went and got that lady. And when that
Mm-hmm.
lady first came out, they tried to say the Polo attacked that lady. No, that lady came out for him. And Tasha
Yeah.
sent them for him.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not a dummy. I've been on this case
Absolutely.
since day one.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's been going haywire, man.
Every
Um,
since.
uh, it's just a lot. It's a lot, man. And I do want to say, I want to shout out OB because she been on it, man. She been on it. She been on it. Open book been on it.
Oh,
And
yes,
I'm gonna tell
yes,
you something. I
yes,
don't know if you know, but she found Willie. You remember
mm,
Willie?
She
yes.
talked to Willie. Willie
And she ain't
is Lulu's ex-boyfriend. They was
The
in a
one was
car
in that
wreck together.
vehicle.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
right,
the
was in
one
a
but
that
she didn't talk to him.
hold on, Tamala, you gotta let them know because the one that's in the vehicle ain't telling us nothing. They
Right,
was in a car wreck together years ago, and it was a fatal car wreck, and people believe that Willie was her ex-boyfriend. Okay,
right,
and they believe that Willie and Lulu had a bad situation argument before the wreck, just like Lulu and Tyrone.
right.
But go ahead.
and then
And
they the car, the whoever the guy was that had the car, I think she went there to get some things out of the car, and the guy said, "Was you in this crash?" And then she was like, what, asking him why or something like that. And then he was like, because it's a miracle for whoever came out of this crash.
yeah,
And if you
you
see,
see that
if
car?
you go on her Instagram, the car was on Instagram, and it was bad. It was bad.
Yes, yes, yes. And she got some documents on that, and she was speaking on it, and it was bad, man. It was really bad. And it's like it's her MO. It's like it's her MO. And that's why probably Dro didn't allow her to drive. Not even didn't allow her to drive, but really wasn't
Didn't want her
comfortable
to
with
drive.
Shorty driving.
Right.
Cause now look what happened. Everybody that
Absolutely.
gets in a car with that girl, they don't come out the same. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And
They
I'm
do not
wondering,
come out the
and
same.
absolutely. And I'm wondering what was all of them jobs. You do you see what I'm saying?
It goes deep, man. It goes really
Yeah,
deep.
yeah. I figure,
It goes deep.
I figure.
It really
But
does.
like I said, in order for us, everybody to get the truth, you got to come with the truth.
That's facts.
And you can't press on the gas for one person and then
And then
stop for
push the
another.
brakes for the next. Right.
Right. Absolutely.
Right. Right.
So,
Mm.
yeah. And that's
Ooh.
what I was saying last night. That's all I was saying. Y'all asked Polo to help, Polo help, and then y'all
Hmm.
wanted the money, y'all wanted the man to do everything with his own money. Come from Ocala
Yeah.
to Gainesville to help y'all, but y'all don't want to give gas or anything. And Tasha sent them $100 because she gonna say she didn't send no money, but you did because Polo
Yeah.
put the receipt out there from your
Hmm.
chime card. What people fail to realize, every time you do something with that chime card, that Venmo card, that Cash App card, it
Yeah.
leaves a
You get a
paper trail.
receipt. You get a
It leaves a
receipt.
paper trail.
That's right.
And you can delete the app all you want to, and it
It's still
still can get subpoenas.
there. Yeah. Yeah.
Even your Facebook conversations, even your Snapchat. So don't
Yeah.
think just because, oh, I'm gonna delete this conversation. No, all of it can be received.
Yeah.
Retrieved. I'm sorry.
But open book, she got some stuff on there. She really do. She got down to everybody else is not getting to that part, but we see what's happening. We see exactly what's happening. It's terrible. It's terrible. That should make my excuse my French. That makes my nerves bad.
Yeah.
I'm serious. It's
Because
terrible.
it's a lot of evilness going
Yes,
around.
yes,
Nothing
yes,
but pure
yes,
evil.
yes. Ooh,
And that's why I said what I said. God is not in the midst. Tasha,
mm,
you can, and the daddy can grow and get his oil and his Bible. But baby, if you're a walking devil, you're a
ooh.
walking demonic spirit. Okay, that is not gonna work.
He
So
pulled that oil out. That was too much for me. I know that's
right,
right.
absolutely, absolutely.
I could dig it. You need anything you could get at this point. Because they
Right,
all know. They wrong. They wrong.
yeah, all wrong.
Mm,
All
mm,
wrong.
mm.
And that's why I said what I said. People's gonna say, well, why she keep on taking up for Polo? Why she getting? I'll take up for anybody. I am the person to take up for the underdog. When I know you done them some dirt.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
This man didn't ask. He said, I'm taking it. I'm helping the father because I was in a similar
Yeah.
situation with
I
a girl
remember.
from Tampa.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, he had compassion. He was humble about it. So
Yeah.
no, I don't get off on these little threats and all that he doing, trying to scandalize. Oh, now you're selling wigs. Okay, at least he ain't out here robbing nobody
Right. Right. That's his
and
stuff.
pushing nothing out here to nobody.
That's what's going on these days anyway. The ladies love
Absolutely
it. What happened? What's wrong? And that's the problem with us. We always quick to put somebody down for what you doing. You was
right,
throwing barbecues.
right,
Then you want to talk about the lady and her 3 sons is gone and stuff like that was wrong. That was
right.
wrong. You don't fight unfair like that. You don't do that. If
No,
you trying to look for something, you look for it, but don't do that. And that's what's wrong with us today. You quick to down somebody. It's hard to uplift each other, but it's easy to just drag somebody
but
through the
you know
mud.
what? I can. Now I know the truth about Miss Rena, and I'm gonna just say this. Now that I know the truth about Miss Rena, and because I had to go back and apologize. I even went to her page and apologized to her because I am the one to believe in accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people don't have a heart, sweetheart, but I do have a heart. and compassion for others. You know what I'm saying? Even
Right.
though it seems like I don't at times, but I do. But let me tell you something. One thing I can say about that lady, she never once said nothing negative about the father. Never
Yeah.
once. Never once said nothing negative about the Tasha. And I'm just saying, come on now. What made y'all all of a sudden when just a year, just like last year, Tasha, she was wishing you a happy birthday.
Yeah, I
You
was
was talking about
together.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's my sister. What
Hmm.
happened? What for you to be so bitter with this lady? What happened
Hmm.
for T2 to be so bitter? Because she ain't really saying nothing and everybody's speaking for her. But that ain't for you to get mad at her for because everybody's speaking for her, or because she ain't speaking out. She just letting God fight that battle.
So
And
how you
sometimes
feel?
that's the
Go
best
ahead.
thing. At the end of the day, that's the best thing to do. At times, keep your mouth shut.
Right.
Because loose lips sink ships sometimes.
Uh-huh. And that water deep. Can't drink
Yes,
all that water.
right.
But how you feel about him
Y'all
not
get the
saying
likes
nothing?
up, y'all. Sorry
Him
about it.
not
Y'all get
saying
the likes
nothing.
up. We got to get this story out there. Let's get the likes up. Make sure you subscribe. Go ahead, honey.
What about him not saying nothing about his son calling him the night before? Ain't nobody talking about that though.
Right.
What's up with that?
Let me just say this, ma'am. It's a lot that Tyrone said in his motivated speaker to make me know and realize that a lot of people failed this young man
Oh
who
man.
had a genuine soul. A lot of people failed him. Okay. And it was a lot of it was on the family part as well. Okay. So a lot of them failed him. He wasn't just talking about Lulu, he was talking about everybody in
Mm-hmm.
general. Because if
Mm-hmm.
I give you money, if you calling me for money and I send you money, but then when I need to talk or when I can trying to get a hold to y'all, nobody's answering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That says a lot right there, man. That
Yeah.
says a lot. And that's
Yeah.
very hurtful
It
because he
is.
was crying out to
Yes, he
talk
was.
to somebody sometimes. And sometimes people say, oh, he's a good motivated speaker. Yeah, because he was speaking on things
He
in
was
his
feeling
life.
that he was feeling. That's right.
Yes, in his
That's
life.
right. That's
And
right.
that's what touched
Yeah.
everybody. That's what touched everybody's household. Because it was like, oh man, this is my brother. This is my nephew. This is my son. You
Yeah.
feel me? That's what touched everybody.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. For what they could get. I remember those days. I was that person. Just so happened I had to sit back and take a look on outside, see what's going on around me. That's it happens just like that. But unfortunately, he was sleeping with a snake.
Yes.
He was
And then
sleeping with a
people
snake.
people say Rena left him at 10 months old. Man, at least she put him in the best hands she thought she was
That's
putting him
right.
in. Come on
Nobody
now.
know their
If I got an
situation.
addiction,
Nobody know
if
that
I got
lady's
an addiction,
situation.
what good is it me running my child from place to place and then letting the state take him? If I got an
That's right.
addiction,
That's right.
people y'all so quick to throw the bone at somebody.
That's right.
But if your mother was out there and she was like it, you would want
That's
her to
right.
give you to somebody that would
That's right.
love and care about you.
Yeah.
But see, regardless of what Rena did, going behind the scenes, regardless of
Mhm.
what she did, her son still loved her
Yeah.
and still called her queen.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
That was the love he was missing. That was the love he
Absolutely.
was looking for.
Absolutely.
That was the
Everybody else,
love he showed.
everybody else tried to replace that, but couldn't.
Ooh. Mm, 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 mm,
Didn't want to say it like it. I'm sorry.
mm, mm, mm. But it's
But
true. It's
yes,
true.
I know, ma'am.
Very true. Very true. I seen that in him. You know, he just linked
Yes.
up with
Yeah.
the wrong people. He was linked up with the wrong female. It was fake love. It wasn't real love. It was fake love. That's what he had. It's sad that he had to lose his life like that, but it wasn't real. It wasn't genuine. And it's so sad. But I wanted to just say that it was good talking with you guys.
It was
You
good.
too.
I hope
And
you feel better, sweetheart.
and ma'am, I know this is breaking your heart, but I'm gonna say this to you. And you know God. He's a big God. Regardless of what we say, we do. Let me tell you something. He's a loving God. Okay, He's a big God.
And
This
that's
didn't
what
go.
I know.
Let me just say this to you. This didn't go past him. This didn't
Hmm.
go past him. So don't
Mm-mm,
think it went past him. It
mm-mm.
didn't go past him.
Not at all. That's why I'm still here and I'm speaking with y'all right now. That's a fact. And I know that. Trust me. I know that
Yeah.
much.
It
I know who
yeah,
that man is.
it didn't go past him. But
Yes,
like I said, people wanted to change hear how he felt about his mother. But what
right.
people felt to realize, you can't change that.
Ooh,
I got that
man.
hold in my heart, and it's for only one person.
That's
Just like
right.
when you got your hold in your heart, you got everything else in the world. But like you got family and everything else. But when something is missing, you know that's a relationship with God you got missing. But then when you know your mama is missing, that's a hole that nobody can fill. I don't care how many people
Woo.
you think you can. No, you cannot fill that hole and that void. So a lot of people. That's a lot of got something to say about her. But at the end of the day, he loved his mama.
You know what, Miss Tam, how you pronounce your name, Tamala?
Yes, ma'am, Tamala.
Look, my mother been gone 11, 12 years now. I lost my mother, then I lost my husband, right?
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
and it feel like yesterday, right? So that love that you speak of, I know it also well. And I know because I could feel it when I look at his videos. So what you speaking, I could totally feel and understand what he was missing. Even though I had that, I had it. So I know what he's missing because I miss it. So I totally agree with what you just said. And it was for a reason that I got that message that you just said. And that's how I take things.
Yes,
It's not a
ma'am.
coincidence, it's a reason. And it's a reason for me being on this live tonight. But you and
You
Gigi, I've been
you
watching
know, ma'am.
Gigi for years and she
Oh,
ain't
love
even
you,
know it.
boo.
That's a
Love
fact.
you, boo.
I've been watching you since what was that? Was it Kanika?
Yeah, yeah.
Kanika.
The
Yes,
Gossip Girl XOXO
yes,
days.
yes. I've been watching you
Yeah.
from then.
Thank you,
I have.
baby. Thank
No
you.
problem. No problem.
Ma'am, before you go, I just want you to know this, ma'am. It's not like God hasn't revealed the situation to me. I used to stay up late night helping Gigi, paying for paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Paying for paperwork. And I'm in a different state from them. You know what I'm saying? To get
Yeah.
information, different things. And let me just say this, ma'am. You
Mhm.
know, I lost a lot of sleep behind this
Mhm.
young man when it started. And I told Gigi behind the scenes, I said, Gigi, I got to pull back. God told me to pull back because it
Yeah.
was getting too messy.
Yeah.
It was getting too messy. And then when people started wanting you to not ask questions to such and
That's
such,
right.
but to ask questions to for other people, strike other people, but don't strike this person.
Yeah.
I'm, no, no, I'm not in that. I'm not
Yeah.
in that.
I was here every night with y'all. To the daybreak. I was up every night with you all. You,
Yes,
Sean,
ma'am.
Tamala, all of them. I
Yes,
was
ma'am.
here
Where?
every night
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
felt the same way. And I had to back up myself because I have a son,
Yes, ma'am.
the same age group.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was, ooh, mess me up bad. And I understand what you're saying. And I was there with y'all every step until Gigi stopped because they started calling her talking crap because
And
everybody's getting too close.
absolutely. But did you notice something though, ma'am? They said a lot to say about Polo, but when he did that
Yeah.
Timothy Reed situation, you see the news people came out and was
Oh, yeah.
also talking to Polo.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I saw it all, ma'am. See,
Oh,
I that's
yeah.
what I said. I follow stuff and I watch stuff, and I'm
That's right.
like, dang, they came out for this though.
Yeah, yeah.
See, when it's mess in there, you ain't gonna get what you need.
Not at all. Not
That's
at
all I
all. Never,
know.
never. That's a fact. I seen
And
it.
you seen it. Didn't you see it, ma'am? All the news people coming out talking to Polo,
You seen
asking
it.
Polo
I seen
what's
it.
going on.
I
And
seen it.
yes, yes,
I was
yes.
following
But
him
on
too.
this case, nobody wanted to come out and
Mm-mm.
cover anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It goes deep, man. I'm telling you. It
Oh,
goes
I
deep.
already know, ma'am. You ain't got to say nothing to me, but I already know. Okay, just know that I know. You know what I'm saying? Just
So
know that I
sad.
know. You know,
Ooh,
I
so
ain't
sad.
never been a dummy, ma'am. I lived all over the world. My daddy's been in the military. I've lived all over the world, in and out of the country, ma'am. So I'm
Gosh.
not slow by far. You feel me?
Mm-mm. You tell him you just look like this.
Baby, just let me tell you something. Only thing that might be slow is my walk, ma'am, at times. But
It
other
is.
than that, but I'm just being honest. That's why I said what I said. I said people are as much as we covered this case, somebody would have came out.
Yeah.
But let me just say this: soon as Polo helped them people with Timothy
Yeah.
Reed, and they gave him credit, and they thanked him for all he done. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just say this: news people came out
Mm,
and was reporting it.
mm.
That's how I knew that Polo was handling his case.
He was doing what he had to.
Right, because the news people came out and it was on the Georgia news.
Mm.
So that's why I said
Crazy.
when people are standing on business, and when people are standing on business, man, let me just say this. You get business. You get
Yeah.
business. You get people want to come out and
That's
support. But you people can't support with lies. Just like they said, well, oh, we can't tell you who the PI is. Yes, you can. You can tell them people because a PI is not that private. Attorney told me that. A PI can come and talk for the family.
it is crazy. They will pull up all of the dirt that they had going on in the background too if they hired a PI. That would be crazy. That's why it wouldn't happen. Mm, mm, mm. They holding up stuff, man. Let them close that. Oh my God, Gigi, you got to check out that stuff. I don't know no way to get it to you. I know you like the proof and stuff,
Hmm. All
but
right.
I
Well, I'll
have
look
no
into
way.
it. Somebody gonna send it to me for sure.
Yeah, but go on OB. If you watch her, yeah, open book. She got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. You
Thank
have a
you,
good
ma'am, for
night.
coming. You too, ma'am. You have a blessed one. And
You
I'll lift
too.
you up in
Thank
prayer.
you. No
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
problem.
lift her up in prayer, y'all.
You,
Have a good night.
You
you
too.
too.
Thank you.
Hmm. All right. She said go to open book.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, so let's go over here. The last time she talked about that. Hmm, well, let me see. Open book. Dr. Candace. Okay, too quiet. Okay. I'm starting to see something.
Like about nothing but the truth is she finds things through her social media. She had shared a previous incident. Okay. And I'm like, what? This is scary. How many times are we gonna get? Now I know people, you can't control accidents and things like that, but it was such a coincidence that this was an accident involving another guy. Okay. And this guy also ended up on the side of the road. Now the difference is this guy he lived, okay, whereas unfortunately Dro did not. She said I got to take this in intervals. Okay, it's Tyrone Davis Jr. Daddy coming out of silence made me happy to see him. Okay, hey Latifa, welcome, Miss. Thank you for
in this situation now.
What happened? Then you're saying, "Oh, I was talking to the police officers to see interstate." Was he either got
Okay,
out?
so was she talking about the guy Willie, the picture?
Yes, the with the car accident that I showed you at the beginning when
Yeah,
we
we
were
talked about
covering
this.
Tyrone.
Yeah, we
Yes,
talked about this.
yeah,
Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, we talked about this. We
we
made
just
some conspiracy about it. Go ahead.
yeah. We is that's what I was telling you when I went on her Instagram page. I said, Gigi, did you see the car wreck? And what the guy said that had the car about them well, whoever came out of that car was a miracle, you know. So yes, we talked about that because I dig that up when I was on her page and I was telling you about it when we first started, and me and Sean. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's a whole lot going on, and I just feel so bad because this man can't get justice because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be honest. Nobody wants to be honest, and it's sad. And
Yeah.
I, it's really sad. And the family, they got to stop pointing the fingers at the mama. They got to quit going after Polo and everybody else, and quit having the little advocate lady going after everybody too. Because at the end of the day, that's not the focus. If you say that's not the focus and it's about T2, then keep it about T2. Stand on your business and stop worried about the small stuff. Why are you sweating the small stuff? It's a small thing to a giant.
Mm. All right. Well, anything else you guys think we need to talk about regarding this, or you think we solved it for right now? Anything else? Feel free to hit the link if you guys want to say something about it. All right. All right. Well, we will resume possibly tomorrow. I'll probably do some uploads. I just want to say thank you all to coming in and liking and sharing. And feel free to hit that link. Everybody that came up, I appreciate you for extending your voice to still get justice for Tyrone. I'm sure Tyrone is looking down and is very thankful. I don't know what that was. Tyrone father came out of the blue, crashed out, but now they're quiet. I would think, if I crash out, I'm just going to keep the momentum. But maybe he was just checking the temperature. I don't know. Do you think that we'll hear more for Tyrone, or that was it?
Gigi, I think we ain't gonna hear nothing from Tyrone for a minute, and because let me tell you something, that was just a tactic to make people think that okay, we still on this and we still doing this. Okay, sure enough, but ain't nobody giving no money no more because ain't nobody need to give no money. If you got a private investigator or whatever else, okay, you got everything you need. So you shouldn't want nothing else from nobody. Because at the beginning, when you started this, you said we don't need no money from nobody. But then when y'all realized it was tax season, you started telling about Venmo, our Cash App, everything that you could possibly go. Because GoFundMe wouldn't let you do a fund me.
Hmm. Okay. All right. All right. Well, we'll
And
keep
like
it.
Harlem May said, he had to respond to Polo. Absolutely. But guess what? He responded to Polo and put his own foot in his mouth. So do you think anybody gonna believe anything he said when he came out and told the truth? How he was talking about how that man back, calling that man all kinds of this. Okay, all right. So
Hmm.
do you really think he was getting Polo his likes? No, he wasn't.
So
He
tell
wasn't
me
getting
this:
Polo no
why
likes.
why would they talk about Polo just out the blue? Somebody that's helping you. Why would they talk about him? That don't make sense to me.
Gigi, I'm gonna say this. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And somebody else said that a while back in the comment. Okay? The dollars it was stopping. Polo was telling people the truth. It's no PI, it's Miss Jackson. Come on now. This is where your money's going. And they knew. They knew. He was stopping their money. And it goes back to the question. We go back to the question what Polo said a long time ago. If somebody got to pay for somebody, that's how I look at it. Going on here. It's a lot going on here. So if Lulu go in, a whole lot of other people going in.
Mm-hmm.
And Polo just told the truth. And people don't like truth. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, man. I'm just being honest. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And that's all he has been since day one is dollars, dollars, dollars. Because let me tell you something. If I say oh, he got over a couple of $1 million in clothes and this and that, you know what? I'm gonna give majority of it to the kids, but I'm also make sure I use some of it to benefit with the cause or whatever his jewelry, whatever he had. Do you understand me? TVs in his apartment or houses or stuff like that. Come on now, I'm gonna make sure a lot of that stuff gets taken care of, gets sold to the highest bidder to help me in a situation like that. But see, when you say you don't want nothing, but then you turn around, whatever, y'all, throwing your cash app, throwing everything else. Now, I knew it was a red flag when GoFundMe wouldn't let them. No. If it's something legit, GoFundMe gonna let you go. They're gonna let you go. I just had a friend got over 70 some thousand in dollars from GoFundMe on a situation. So I know now, Gigi. That's why I told you at the beginning. I said something ain't right. Something ain't right. And that lady tonight let you know something ain't right. Because you see, she almost had tears in her eyes. Almost wanted to cry, but was holding it back. A lot of people saw them pictures too, Gigi. Why pass pictures around?
Talk about what you saw, how you tell them what you're saying because they don't know exactly what you're talking about. Tamala,
I'm
when you say
talking about
picture.
passing pictures around of Tyrone Jr., Tyrone Davis Jr., being in the situation that he's in the hospital bed and all that. Why pass them around?
I ain't talking about that. Do y'all want to know what I'm talking about? I'm
Yes.
talking about they sent me of Tyrone dead under the bridge. Those are pictures I'm talking about, Tamala. And that's why I like when we talk, and be very clear and descriptive. Because you didn't see those pictures of Tyrone under the bridge dead or unconscious, and they
No,
blurred
Gigi.
his eyeballs out.
No, Gigi, I didn't do that. I didn't see
Oh,
that.
and they had toilet paper. What's that? Paper towel up under his neck to lift his neck up while he's laying down on the concrete. Press 7 if y'all seen it. I know I ain't the only one seen that.
Toilet paper to lift his neck up.
Paper towel, yeah. Press 7
That
if y'all
lady
seen
said,
it.
no, that lady said she wiped it. See, that's why there again. You just hit on something. So who took the paper towel off from around his head? Because the lady said she wrapped his head with the paper towel. So
You want
why
me
would
to,
it be around
you want me to send you the pictures if I can find them?
Gigi? Gigi, I just want to know a question. Why is so many lies? Because the lady sit there and said she wrapped his head. If you go back to the very thing, she said she wrapped his head in the paper towels, around with the paper towels, like you do it if you were doing a surgeon. She should know better. She's a nurse. So, allegedly, did they stage that for her too? Nah, this is about to make me mad.
Mm.
Yeah, because something is wrong right there. Because that nurse said she wrapped it
Look
around
at
his
your
head.
page, girl. Look at it. Did you get some?
Yeah,
What you see?
I see it.
What you tell them what you see.
Mm.
Describe what you see. Hello?
Yeah, Gigi.
Can you describe what you see? So, because the people can't see what you see.
Yeah, Gigi. I see Tyrone.
What do you see Tyrone doing? You don't want to. You don't want to describe it. Is it too much for you?
I see Tyrone laying
Go
on the ground
do it. Go
with the
through it.
paper towel on the side, with the paper towels under his head. The wallet is there, the phone is there, and the money is underneath the wallet. And there's blood on the other side by the wallet.
Take your time. Take your time. Yes, him. That's him. The pictures that's going around. That's him. We here for you, Tamala. Take your time. We here for you. We praying for you. Give her a moment as she collects her thoughts. Hmm.
You know, Gigi, I wish you wouldn't have sent these to me.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry. I
mean,
should
for
ask your
real.
permission. I apologize. You know, I thought you already saw the pictures because remember we were talking about pictures, right? Remember
Yeah,
earlier I
Gigi.
said, "Did you see the pictures?" And you said, "Yeah, it's been going around." I said, "Well, why was
No, I
she?"
didn't. I didn't. Not this. Not this. Not no,
See,
Gigi.
yeah, I thought you were on the same page I was on until when you were talking about some other picture. I'm like, "No, I'm talking about the pictures him unconscious under that bridge," and that's.
No, I didn't see this, Gigi. This is just so it's so wrong. This is so wrong. Wow. This is just I mean it's this guy, this is really sad, Gigi. I mean, at the end of the day, I just I pray that answers be revealed, but like I said once again, the family has to get on board, and you can't play with God. You can't play with God and think you're going to get answers, because he's not going to answer you like that. You cannot play with him and think you're going to get answers. Ain't no type of oil. I don't care. Ain't no type of oil gonna save you. Ain't no Bible, because it. Let me tell you something. The Satan, he knows the Bible. Lucifer, he was one of God's right hand, and he knows the Bible from front to back. So ain't no Bible, but you got to get on board. Y'all got to stop this bickering. You with Polo, everybody else, because everybody else is pushing the gas to find out what's going on and might be stepping on somebody's toes. This right here needs real answers. And all that flexing your weight around and muscle, like Royal D said, these YNs ain't gonna play with you. They ain't gonna play with you. So at the end of the day, quit doing all that flexing and trying to act like you really that guy. Cause let me tell you something, bro. You're not really that guy. This right here needs answers. And whatever you said, all you want is yours, and you don't want no problems. But then act like you don't want no problems. Because coming after that man like that and saying all that stuff about them other people like you did and the mama, it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. Yeah. This is, yeah. Yeah. This needs to be, yeah, it needs answers. It needs answers. But until they get on board, GG, God ain't gonna give them what they needed until
Mhm.
they quit that messy business. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's why when that lady was talking, she knew what I said. And you can't take that mama's place. You can't take the mama. I don't care. I don't care if you tell somebody, oh, she whooped him and she did this. Regardless of the fact, nobody can take that person's place, that child's place, that mama's place in that child's heart. Nobody can take that. When she said that was her son's son, that was her son's son. When she said that was her child, and he said that was his queen, yes, it was. And ain't nobody gonna tell me no different. Because every time I open my phone, my 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 laptop, every time I turn on the TV, if I turn on this stuff or I turn on something, it's motivation about this. His mama come up with some motivation. No hate, no nothing for the people who scandalize her name. All she come with is love. So regardless of what we think or what we know, you know what I'm saying? We all got to be on one accord. One accord. You know, that's all I got to say. You know, Polo did a good job. I'm gonna give him a good job. I'm gonna salute him. Polo did a good job. Cause see, this like when this what gets me with the father. He's saluting everybody else, but Nina Johnson was there for you. That Howard woman was there for you. Royal D panel was there for you. Gigi's panel was there for you. It was so many people there for Tyrone, but you didn't salute them. But you salute this advocate lady because she do y'all devil work with y'all. But guess what? You ain't got to salute Gigi. You ain't got to salute them because at the end of the day, they know where their blessings come from. So,
Mhm.
yeah, justice will prevail. It will prevail. Whether they get it today or tomorrow or whenever. But only God can tell. Only God can tell you when and how and where. But at the end of the day, no, they're not gonna get anything answers. No answers from nobody, and nobody ain't gonna move until they start being on one accord and quit all this messy business. That's all I got to say, Gigi. They got to quit this messy business because this is about your son. It's not about everybody else or what he say, she say, they say, this say. It's about your son. So if you standing on business with your son, then come out and say, I don't care what nobody said. It's still justice for Tyrone. That's all you gotta say. You ain't gotta do all that threading, poking your eyes out, seeming like you on geek mode, on them sugar boogers. I'm gonna call it like it is. Because real people ain't got to act all like that. And we're not going to talk about Miss Rena Jennings. We're not going to talk about her. No, we're not. We're not going to talk about the little boy T. We're not going to talk about them. We're going to talk about this case of Tyrone Davis Jr. and what really happened to him. That's it. That's all. So you would no longer get a rise out of us over here on Gigi's panel. You would no longer get a rise. You can say what you want to say about the bloggers. No, the bloggers, we didn't get rich off of Tyrone. Wasn't nobody trying to get rich. Because one thing we know for sure, God's gonna bless His people and be a provider to everybody that that trusts in Him and believes in Him. That's one thing we do know. We don't have to use nobody being unalive to get Noah. None of no bloggers was trying to cash in. It looked like the only people who was trying to cash in was your side of the family. Because we didn't watch the ratings. We wasn't trying to watch the ratings. We didn't go run back and say, oh, what such and such got over here, got 40,000, such and such over here. No, we didn't do that. Because see, you made it be known when you said that about Polo. You was watching that. So at the end of the day, it let us know where your mind is at. So get your money off, your mind off the money, the almighty dollar. Because let me tell you something. Money ain't the rule of all evil. It's the love of money. The things that people would do and how they would betray everybody for that love of that dollar. So know your dollar worth. I'm done with that, Gigi. You can do your closing argument.
All right. Well, honey. All right, Gray, you have something to say?
Yeah, Tamala's right though, because when something tragic happens, male, female, child, elderly, nobody thinks about a dollar value. Who does that in real life?
And who thinks about likes
Exactly.
and followers?
Exactly. But I'm like, in real life, it's not. It's like, bitch, why are you, excuse me, Gigi, for your, I'm sorry, you know, my mouth is bad. Who thinks about money? My thing will be, why you leave the hospital? And why you let him at the car? Even though it happened to me in real life. My nigga jumped out the car and he's still alive today. Thank God. But still, I still followed him. I parked the car and I got it back. But still, who thinks about the value of a dollar? What belongs to me? What belongs to me is my significant other, my family. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then the mothers talk about don't give nothing to nobody. Like who says those things in such heinous time? Like especially getting woke up out your sleep. Whatever given time it was down there in Florida. I'm over here in Kentucky, so I don't know, it's different times. But hey, like who does it? Who does it? You can't make it make sense. And I'm just praying for the kids and the family, but at the same time, but I feel like how Polo said, something else is behind that shit, man. Something else is behind it. And I mean, it's just like the one story Gigi and them was covering, Ashley and them. It's like it's something, but this girl, Lulu, and then they showed a video. Her car was squeaky clean out in the dusty road. Girl, it's crazy. Did you watch some videos? Did y'all watch some videos?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw.
But how are you on a trail? On like I went to several locations in the cabins and all of it. It's not gonna be sweet clean. But then let this sway. It was cool because I guess it was Lulu. I don't know, but maybe God will catch up with her in good timing. I don't know, but it's just not fair because that man did not deserve it to me. Excuse me. He did not deserve it. His children didn't. If it's the only three people, his kids and himself, because he seemed like a good, genuine person. I could be wrong, but I could be right.
Let me ask
Uh
you something. Why
huh.
was Taki son up there arguing with Lulu?
Exactly. I didn't want to get into it, but exactly,
Okay.
girl. I remember. I remember. But like, wasn't nobody there. But how we found out, Polo. You feel me?
Yeah.
But right, and then what are you working about? And then I feel like he was on the road because my brother's a truck driver as well. He was doing out of state, and then he became local for his kids. You feel me? That's a pay cut. So what was you out here really doing, Tatiana? You did.
Yeah.
So I am only 43 in a couple hours. I'll be 44. Girl, go ahead on. And then you like it's with all the guys. Like, come on. I mean, I'm a girl. I'm a guy kind of girl, but I don't do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't
But
hang with
my
chicks like
thing
it.
is, let me say this. It was also said on one of the lives that I don't know if it was over here or somebody else that the daddy even had liked it, Lulu. Okay?
I heard it. I heard it. It's too. I
Yeah.
heard that. I think
Okay.
we was overheard because, like, Gigi Pay was jumping for a minute. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yes. Because
And
we
then
kept on
you,
throwing it out.
Gigi, and Sean B. West, and yeah, my boy, what's his name? I got Lord forgive me. I'm sorry, Mr. Fella. Um,
Oh, you talking about Rob.
Rob. Okay, there you go. Y'all was
Yeah.
doing your thing, but you gotta throw. You kept throwing that Rico out there, right?
Yeah.
And then I seen last night when I was on the live, I heard uh, that's all they gotta do is go to the FBI, and that's all they gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when guns are involved, ma'am.
Exactly, but I'm just saying it was too late in the morning. I had just woke up and use the bathroom. I'm like, I'm just listening,
That's
but
why
I'm
I
just
know
like
it's a bunch of that's why I know it's a bunch of
bullshit,
have
bullshit.
the Beverly Hills is that a little shindig going on.
But
Something
guess
ain't
what
right.
though? No, they Tasha deleted me. Like she deleted her page.
Oh yeah. They
She
deleted
deleted her
everybody.
page, but I'm just saying I ain't do nothing to you. But I just had to file back. I was like, well,
Yeah.
dang. But cool, I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's still not right though. It's not right at all. And then justice is justice. Justice is justice.
But
Just
that's why I said anybody, everybody is guilty until proven innocent. And sometimes, like the police, I don't care if you've been out of trouble 40 years, they're going to still
hmm
come to you and question everybody
hmm
until they get the right answers they need.
But I
Okay?
don't know if that state and city, well, county where they was in, it was just being biased and didn't give a damn. But because I feel like they did poor work,
Oh, yeah.
poor
The
work.
whole investigation was botched. I said that from day
hmm
one. It was
Yeah.
a botched job because
hmm
you didn't come, you didn't tie the seam off, didn't put no
Nope.
yellow and black tape crime scene tape
Nope.
up there. You didn't
Right.
call nobody. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Crime scene to investigate.
Exactly.
Y'all didn't do none of that. No.
Exactly.
So at the
Exactly.
end of the day, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot going on here.
And it's not even about the money because I told when we last was on live months ago, a couple months ago, I told Tasha, I'm like, don't take no money. You want justice for the police officers fired and what have you, and criminal negligence, anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't secure the scene, so everybody is held accountable. You know what I mean?
Right.
You didn't do
Bless
nothing.
I you said I read your point, and it's not like people are pointing any the fingers at the family. We just saying the
Stating.
comment that was made. All I want is what's mine. I don't want no trouble. I don't want this. But then you say all I want is what's mine. So if your son is unalive, what could you possibly want?
hmm
So it makes it, you got to think about it. Everything that's going on, it makes common sense. What could I
Look,
possibly
I'm
want?
in my excuse me for interrupting. I'm go back to your ass with that tackle.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
What's in that
oh
tackle?
yeah. But
That was so
guess what?
hilarious.
That tackle box is to put your personal belongings in.
Yeah,
They
but
bring
I'm just saying,
firewood. They
no,
bring
I
they
hypothetically
bring
speaking.
firewood every day to you.
Yeah, no,
Bingo.
I'm not stating it. I'm just saying, like, what's in there? Like, what's
Oh
yours?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's really
That's
going?
why
What?
I was saying what I was saying
I
because
know, and
that
that's why
tackle
I
box.
was picking up what you was dropping, but that's why I
Yeah.
stated that.
Yeah, that tackle box, and then the firewood is right here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, but they said they putting the firewood in there. But
'Cause look,
when I
remember DJ
called,
y'all like, I
hold
don't know
on,
nothing about all this street shit.
listen what I'm saying. But when I call the place, which is owned by Marriott, okay,
Hmm.
okay, they say they bring the wood out every every day to those who need this out there. You feel
Yeah.
me? So
Uh-huh.
to make sure the wood stays dry. So I understood that. So I was like, wow. Because after I did that in my little own research, I was like, okay. Now, so what was really there? That the tackle box is for your personal things to lock up.
Right.
If you got personal items that you want to lock.
Which is crazy. I just hate that for the man.
Yeah.
And then if you ever watch Open Book and Nothing But the Truth, they both dope. And Royalty. But they stated like he had a blowout on the highway and he's very aware and obvious of like what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it puts you in a state of mind of those benzos, and they like said that she was on whatever medicine she was on. So like, and then the latest post that she made like 3 posts not too long ago before Mother's Day, and he's inebriated. You know what I'm saying? Like he's under the
Right.
influence. But like, what did you give him? Was it chill stuff that you was supposed to take, but you gave it to him, and something happened to where he couldn't defend himself? Because that's also on their page. Nothing But the Truth and Open Book. I did see that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Lulu, Tyrone's a truck driver, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Tyrone being a truck driver. Yeah, and he being away from home for so long. Some women are very faithful. Okay, they won't let another man to lay on the side of the bed that they man laying, and some women aren't. But me knowing the type of woman that Lulu was, she was a slush head. No offense to her, but it is what it is. Cause you see, every time she got a bottle, you know who drinks liquor as a woman out of with a straw out of a bottle, the whole bottle.
I'm gonna be
So
honest with you though, Tamala, sis. I'm gonna be straight up, and I hope I meet you in the future. I drink, especially since my brother got killed damn near every day, but I ain't fucked up like that to where I already commit a crime and drink and drive and do all know. I used to when I was younger, but not as older. You know what I'm saying? For the
yeah, but
last
what
few
I'm saying
years.
that she's a slush head, I'm saying she's a slush head, so therefore she's not gonna keep that bed warm for Tyrone. She's out
Yeah.
here talking to somebody else, okay? She's
Mm-hmm.
maneuvering with somebody else. All right. I hate to
Yeah,
say
because he
that.
built
I
up.
believe
Yeah.
that within my
Nah.
heart. I don't believe she was faithful. Don't
Nah.
believe that.
I don't either. I don't
You
either.
Yeah, by her being a slush head, I believe, any man that she thought wanted her or thought or said that she was cute, baby, he could have had her,
Mm-hmm. Now he got him.
you
All
know.
right, y'all. All right. Well, we're going to end it here. We will resume tomorrow if you guys want us to. Feel free to send me any information. Tamala, I do apologize for.
Okay, but let me tell you to you, Gigi, before you cut us off.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to send it to your inbox. But I'm in like it's like big to me. I was in tears. I posted it on my Facebook.
Okay.
Uh, one of my local
Well,
parents,
just send it to me, okay? Just send it to me.
yeah,
All right. I got
well,
to
her
go,
son,
guys. I got to go. Gray, I got to go. All right, Tamala. Love you, honey. See you
Love
guys.
you on the back end. All
They
right.
actually want to know what happened to C Ray's channel. I don't know. I don't know. I went over to C Ray channel. It was gone. Did y'all notice that? Who done ran her off? Wasn't she cool with the family, right? She was real close to the family, C Ray. And then all of a sudden, honey, it was Reynolds, honey. I don't know. I mean, the last time I seen C Ray had issues with that other YouTube lady. Didn't she have an issue with that other YouTube lady? She caught her out being messy. I don't know much about C Ray. Okay, I know. I don't know, honey. When y'all find out, let me know. I love you too, Sonya, honey. Love you too, boo boo. All right, I see y'all. Bye bye. Hey, Specs.